Yeah, hello guys, Cloudie here, checking in with the sneak peek for the second patch of February, which will be hitting the servers next week. After weeks of content starvation, it kind of feels weird to have stuff to talk about, but here we go, we do have stuff to talk about, so let's get to it. Let's see what Vespa has actually been working on and what they have in store for us next week. First and foremost, the legend costume for Meruru, which is like her uncursed version, how she would like if she wasn't cursed to be a lolly. So basically they say that she has found some technomagic treasure, which are these 4 arms, and this is how she looks like. Now she comes equipped with giant habadonkas, as Sion would say, and I guess this is made so that it kind of balances her out, because the equipment is on her back and the habadonkas are on the front. But if you look at the image, she's still leaning forward, so I guess the front side is the heavier part. Alright, joking aside, this is how she looks like. If you like her, you know the drill. You have to pre-order, pay somewhere between 10 to 15k rubies, and you will get it when the pre-order period expires. Yeah, let's move on. The reformed divine punishment raid. So we are receiving the new boss Solanus, which comes with an own video which I can't play for some reason right now. Interesting stamina costs here. Karma dungeon Solanus and 5k boss dungeon 20k. What? I think this might change in the future. That would be kind of weird if you're getting a 20k stamina burn, but who knows, maybe. Okay, so what we know about Solanus, so she's the divine guardian of the goddess, who will be coming as a second divine punishment raid. It is consisted of, that's a nice sentence, and they always use this. So there will be 2 middle boss dungeons and 1 final boss dungeons, and if you defeat the middle bosses, then the difficulty and the reward of the final boss will be increased. So this is the reverse of Apocalypsion. I kind of wonder what happens if you kill the middle bosses, but then can't kill the final boss. That sounds like a bit of a tricky thing, but yeah, whatever. With Apocalypsion, you could always just opt to kill the bosses or the dragons if you couldn't deal with her, but yeah. Then we are seeing, I guess this is the scenario dungeon where we will learn about Apocalypsion's story, how she used to be like a benevolent dragon, but then humans were like experimenting on dragons, and she despaired and got angered, and so that's why she became the calamity of destruction. Solanus is a giant angelic statue who came to life and started killing people, basically. Alright, we don't know anything else about the raid boss yet. There are some of the mechanics further down below, so let's go there, or mechanics as I like to say. Unlimited difficulty system. So this is a new stuff that comes with this new Solanus raid or Divine Punishment raid. Basically, it says that you can go in infinite difficulty, so you can keep increasing the difficulty, which will increase the boss's stats and skill gimmicks, and you will get better rewards if you are able to kill the boss with these settings. Here the example says that it will receive additional attack and reduces the duration of CC effects inflicted on the boss by 15%. And I guess as you keep improving, the boss will get harder and harder. This is similar maybe to the penalty system, I guess. Moving on, Karma Dungeon. So this is added to these are new dungeons that you can get bonuses that help you kill the Divine Punishment raid. This might enhance your own stats or weaken some of the boss's stats, so that's why it's there. They cost stamina to be unlocked. This was the 5k one in the screenshots above, I think. Yeah, it was 5k, yep. And strategic elements will be added for your refreshing experience. I like the refreshing experience. That makes me think of a nice cold drink during summer, but yeah. So I guess this means that with these Karma dungeons, you can get like new stuff that makes the whole fight different, and that's why it's a refreshing experience, quote unquote. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. I really do hope that those stamina numbers are just there on the test server, but yeah, we'll see about that. A Rune of Divine Punishment. Now this is the highest step of the rune system. Rune of Divine Punishment will be added. It can be crafted with Lucern's rune statue. So I guess this is a new place where you can craft runes. you need various materials, and they aren't kidding here, from various contents to craft these runes. And this is the UI, it seems. So let's see how to craft. Step 1, insert rune fragments. So you need normal rune fragments. Insert a legendary rune or a Vel'Khazar rune, okay? Insert Blood of Apostles, so Divine Punishment raid boss drop. So I guess this will be from Apocalypsion and the new boss, which means hint hint, don't do your Apocalypsion raid on Monday. Insert Void rune, sold in 5 types of content shop. We will get to see that in a moment. And then insert another legendary rune. Alright. Step 5, and they just show here some progress. So it says that you need to put in these stuff and these, and then I guess you move down further on this statue thing, and when you are at the end of these steps, that's when you get your room. Interesting. Challenge, so where can you get these void runes? So challenge raid point shop will have, League of Victory shop will have, honor shop, League of Honor shop will have the weapon runes, and World Boss and Guild shop will have the armor runes, okay? Divine Punishment rune stats and shape will be determined by craft materials used, and powerful additional stats will be given, alright? So I guess it kind of depends what you put into the blender and what comes out, alright? They are also changing the rune page UI, with the addition of the Divine Punishment runes. New types of shape of runes will be sorted with 5 different slots. So I guess the runes can have now these very interesting shapes, and you can only add a rune to these pages depending on their shape. Interesting. We still have 5 runes, so it doesn't really change the end of things. It's just you might not be able to add something like 5 attack runes or whatever. Yeah, I guess we find out about this next week. And then we have costumes, so Luna and Taily will be receiving their Christmas costumes a little bit late. It's almost March, but yeah, there you go. And they are additional signature motions for second costume. I thought they already had it, but maybe they didn't. So anyway, this is Luna. Looks cute, but still a furry. And she shoots you from behind the snowman. And then this is Taily. Kind of normal stuff for her. Okay, change of general item summon system. So they are changing the summons that can be used by consuming gold. They are removing the single summon, and there will be a 50-time weekly limit to the general item summon times 10, but the tickets will not be counted over the limit. Now, I don't know. I think I haven't used this in years, and I don't know if there is any point to using it now, unless they kind of change the rewards for it. I don't really see why anyone would want to do that. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I don't know. I guess we find out if there is anything useful in them now. I know sometimes you can get like stamina stuff and kind of random things, but it was never really worth the gold or even the effort of using my summon ticket. So maybe that will be, maybe they do change that in the future. We'll see. And then organization of battle system. So they are changing the battle system. So there is this so-called thing, the solo time, which is, it was a thing from the beginning of the game where basically certain skills will make the battle stop while that hero is casting. One good example is, for instance, Urzi casting her S2 when she's dying. The battle is kind of stopping. You cannot really, nothing really happens around her in that time. And then this will be removed, so the battle will be advancing normally. I guess that's the best way to describe this. So basically solo time will be removed, and yeah, that will have some changes to battles. We get a new UI element, but this is for Divine Punishment raid only, and this is important because some people were looking at the test server and found the information about this and were confused, like if they are changing some things, because Vespa has mentioned that they want to change the mana system, but no, this is only for this particular raid. I suppose it is tied to one of the mechanics of the new Divine Punishment raid. So what this is about, that they are adding a new meter which is about your mana recovery. And I particularly like this sentence. Let me read it out to you. The fact that the application criterion is the effect received by self, not the effect inflicted by self. All right. That kind of sounds like Google Translate to me. What they mean, I guess, is that if you read the explanation below, they are talking that the DPS is like about the damage you deal, the HPS is about the healing you do, and the MPS is about the amount of mana that you recover on your own. And but this will also count the buffs and stuff that you get from others. But well, this is the same with DPS, so I'm not sure why we need the roundabout explanation, but whatever. So the indicator itself will only count the average from the last 10 seconds. So not the whole battle. You will not be seeing how much mana you recover throughout the whole battle, but only the past 10 seconds. And I guess, again, this ties into the mechanics of the boss, where he will pop, or he or she will manipulate your mana gain. And when you reach certain amounts of mana recovery, there will be different kind of effects applied. So if you go over 500 mana per second, you will get a reduction. I'm sorry, I'm not getting any air here. You will get a reduction of 30% in all mana recovery effects. And then if you go over 1000 mana per second, then on top of the 30% reduction, there will be a 500 mana per second burn. And then if you go over 1400 mana per second, then you get another mana burn, and mana cannot be recovered for 7 seconds. So I guess you will somehow have to play around with your mana recovery. We will see when we find out more about the boss details. Sadly, there was nothing shared here. Also, there is no mention of any kind of events whatsoever, which is a bit sad, because we do like to have those in the game. We'll see, maybe something new comes out. So basically that's the patch here. Meruru legend costume, Solanus dungeon, Karma dungeon, story dungeon for them, new rune system, new infinite difficulty system which comes with the Solanus raid, crafting the runes, yeah, some new stuff in the shops basically tied to the runes, new rune page, and the costumes at the end, and of course the change in the solo time. Plus, I don't know about these summons. So yeah, we'll see. Finally, there is some new stuff coming out. Yeah, I mean, the game has been pretty much in a downtrend, and you could tell that Vespa was having issues with staffing and such. So yeah, I hope that this will provide some interest to players who still want to play 킹스레이드, and then it provides some fresh blood, and then we'll see how it goes. So yeah, this is the patch notes for next week, or the sneak peek to them. I guess we find out how it plays out next week when the patch comes. But for now, this has been Cloudie. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.